Hello everyone, welcome to PHP tutorials. In this session we'll look into how a session management is done in PHP. So let us assume we have created an application or a page, and the first page itself is a login page. Alright, so let us assume we have logged in. So let's consider initial name given over here is Sam. So definitely if this is my first page, so let me have it over here, something I do. Okay, if this is my first page, I will get a message something as, or we want to have a message something as welcome Sam. Okay, and blah blah stuff over there, and there will be one more button named submit, or click here to proceed. So let us consider if we click on this page, so then we are directed towards a new page. Okay, so let's consider this is page 2. Now the name which we have preserved, the username was Sam, so that name is passed over here. We have not saved that name in any of a variable, or not, let me not say variable, we have not saved that a name in any text field or any label, but that word was preserved. That word is nothing but the name Sam is preserved, and it is passed to page 2. So on this page, let us assume there are some other operations and those tasks, some task is getting performed. Now again there is another one button named click here, or something like this, a button, and on clicking on this button we are getting redirected to the next page, that is page 3. Okay, again there is hi Sam written over here. Now this Sam is getting passed from the since last 3 pages. First one was the login name, that was Sam. After proper logged in, we got the message, and we are on the first page where there is a message written as welcome Sam and whatever other blah blah stuff. So thereafter some again browsing is done, and we are directed to page 2, then page 3. Now after this, let us consider this was my last page, and after performing or clicking on logout button, the person is getting directed to page 4, and here we just say logged out. Actually what's happening over here, some value or some data was getting passed without getting modified from page 1 to page 2 to page 3, but in page 4 that data was destroyed. So you can take this example of your let's consider Facebook, or you can have even LinkedIn, or even if you require you can go with the Gmail or any of the online accounts. So if you observe that any of the page on the top right corner, let's consider if you are using Facebook, on the top right corner there will be the name written. Alright, so if you open the new page, it won't again ask you for your username and password. Okay, so your name is carried from that tab, the previous tab, to the new tab, and the process is continues so long as there is some time that you do not do some activity, or you personally do not log out. Okay, so this is what we say the one of the basic concept of session management. Alright, so let's try to figure out this, and let's try to have some coding on this. So I'm using the VS Code over here. So currently my root folder is PHP tutorial. So let us say I create one page named demo session .php. Alright, so this is the page. So initially let us assume I have logged in and I'm assigning some values. Now to use or to start with the session management, you need to give the command session.start. Alright, and thereafter you create the values, or you create the variables and assign some values. So creating variable, that means use the symbol $* session and in bracket either you can go with single quotes or double quotes, it's immaterial. Name of the attribute, so let's consider the attribute itself is name, and let's consider I'm giving the value as Sam. That's it. Alright, so if you want to have one more, you can have it. Alright, so we create a page, and here let me say I'm writing something message like this, welcome Sam. So let me use the h1 tag, so that would be better. So welcome Sam. I can't directly write Sam. I want to use this variable name, so I will use a PHP code $_session and followed by name. Anyways, we are gonna write on the browser, so definitely we need to use echo. Alright, and let's have some exclamations, and then let's close the tab. Alright, so we close over here. So we have created a session, and that session we have created one variable name. To that we have assigned the value Sam. So let's go with the browser. Okay, so it's localhost, and then what we are having is PHP tutorials. Okay, so this is the parent folder. As there's only one file over here, it's getting only one getting reflected in the parent folder. So let's open this. So you are getting welcome Sam. Alright, so now what we'll do, we'll have one button over here, and let's consider next. Alright, so the moment we'll click on that next button, will be directed to the next page. So let us add that. Now in that case, what we'll do, we'll create one form, and let's consider the name of the next page as page2.php. So just a second, let me put this over here, and thereafter we require one button. So button, let's consider type submit. Okay, let's consider here submit or proceed. Proceed will be more better. Alright, so let me refresh the page. Yes, here we get. Okay, so it will give me an error because definitely we haven't created any page named page 2. Okay. So let's go to back to the code again, and let's create another page 2.php. Okay, now in this page I want the message such as hi, the name of that variable or username, hi Sam. The name of the variable which we created is Sam, so it should be hi Sam, and you continue. Alright, so for that definitely we require again, let's consider we create one form, and in this form along the h1 header, we'll use the same concept. Along the h1 header we'll write hi, and then the previous name. Right, so let me close this first. Hi page, within the PHP tag, within the PHP tag we'll write echo $_session, and within that the name. What's the name we are given over here? It's name in double quotes, name itself. That's the name of the variable. Okay, so if we give it, so it should work, but definitely it won't work right now. Reason? Okay, so let's proceed. It's nothing getting visible because we haven't started the session over here. We haven't continued the session. Let's consider in other words. So we have already started a session over here in demo session, and we have assigned the variable name, the value as Sam. So we'll just say you start the session or continue with the current session, but anyways that statement must be the first statement in your page. Okay, so now if I go back and if I refresh it, see here it's coming hi Sam. so that value is getting passed. So let us proceed with this. We have another page. We add one button. Let's consider again, right? Proceed, and here we move to page 3 dot php. Okay, so we create another page 3 dot php, and here we'll say welcome back Sam. Okay, because Sam is the name or the value of that variable. So definitely I will use the form again, but for the HTML tag let's have that first before we proceed. Form method post. Let's construct the page 4. We'll move on page 4.php, and here we'll say welcome back Sam. Not welcome back, we actually just moving ahead. Still let's consider we write welcome back and then the Sam. So echo name of that variable underscore session. Name of that variable is name itself, and to this we will have one button as well, because we need to move to the next page, that is page 4, and in page 4 we will say that session is terminated. Okay, so right now we are in session 2 or page 3. So let's save this first and let's proceed. Let's go with the first page first, the directory session management. Okay, now we are moving to page 2. Okay, now we are moving to page 3, welcome back, when nothing is getting displayed because we haven't started the session over here. So let's consider we started. Anyways, when you are going to start use the sessions, you should start the session or this statement session dot start. It should be the first statement in your page, even if it happens to be in between accepted, but it should be before you call upon the name of the variable to print. So let me just refresh this. Yeah, here it is getting, because that value was preserved. Now when we go on page 4, we do not want this value. Okay, we do not want the value of the username to carry it. So in that case we need to destroy that value. So for that purpose, in order to destroy, we'll first start that session underscore start. After starting, we will either destroy or we can clear that first. Session underscore reset, that means clearing, and then we'll destroy those variables. Destroy. Reset means you're clearing those variables, whatever the value assigned to that variable name will be there, but the value is clear. And destroy, that means that parameter to be created, or variable which we have created in this session, it will be destroyed. And let's consider thereafter we'll just put one message, session expired and you're logged out, something like this. So you can have one h1 tag. Within that you can say session expired, you are logged out. That's it. So you can just check over here, Sam proceed, and okay, page 4.php not found. Why? Oh, P is capital. So let's consider I small p. Yeah, it's coming. But now even if you try to look into that, and if you try to print that value, it won't print. So let's consider I'm using this statement only. We want to print that value, and if you try to check whether it's printing or not, it will be blank. Okay, so we are on page 4, so let's consider we are going directly to the first page. Okay, first page is demo session. Okay, so we are going over here. Welcome Sam. Now we are on page 2. Okay, page 3. Okay, now if you go over here, it says session expired. You're logged out. That because we have reset that variable and also we have destroyed. Now to check what happens if you with your previous pages, so you can just go back. Page 3, we are not getting anything, Sam. Page 2, is it just hi? And even your page, this one, now here it's coming Sam, because in this page, while loading the first statement itself is, we are loading this one. So I hope it's clear. Session management, how the values are proceed. So basic thing is that in the case you want to preserve some values while you're moving across the pages, you need to create the session. Okay, session will be created by using session underscore start and then open and close bracket. Here it is, because it's a function. Then declare the variables. You are going to declare the variables by dollar underscore session, and within square bracket and double quotes you provide the name of the variables and you assign those values. Alright, so in whichever page you want to call upon or use this variables, you need to give the first statement as session underscore start, and then you can use these values directly. If in the case you want to close the application, or if you want to close the session, in that case what you do, you first start the session so that those variables will be loaded, then you reset it. That means remove the values, make those values as null, and then you destroy those objects. That's it. Thank you. In the case you liked it, then you can hit the like and share. Thank you.